How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korban Gaming. Welcome back to another Adventure Quest video, and for today's video we will be going through the tier list for all of the Adventure Quest Z token packages inside of the game. Now, so for those of you guys who have already watched my Dragon Fable tier list video, you guys will know that I did a tier list for Dragon Fable classes, and now I'm going to do one for Adventure Quest Z token packages. Now, it doesn't really make sense for me to do a tier list for classes inside Adventure Quest, since a huge majority of them don't have any revamp or upgrades yet, and they'll probably be in some crap tier. So I thought, why not do one for Z token packages instead, so that you guys, the spenders, will actually know where exactly to spend your money on. And if you're a free-to-play player, then why not watch the video as well to see what is good if one day you decide to change your mind and support the developers and buy something from the game. Or maybe, let's say, you get some Chinese New Year money or a Christmas gift or something like that, you are considering to get yourself a Z token package, then you can probably refer to this video. Now, keep in mind that this video is based purely on my opinion. It may you may agree or disagree with it. That's completely fine. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. Okay, so yeah, this is just my own opinion and how I see things. Okay, so let us go through the first one. Blood Contract. Okay, this is a miscellaneous item, and what it does is that it boosts your damage, and at the same time it also increases the damage that the enemy does to you. Okay, so this essentially doesn't give any real boost other than speeding up the battle because of the increased damage that you deal and the enemy deals as well. But that being said, you can combine this with all your stun, nuking, meta and whatnot, and if you can kill the enemy within 1 to 2 turns, then or within your stun lock, then the enemy won't deal the increased damage at all. So you can actually completely negate the downside of this miscellaneous item if you can one shot or two shot the enemy. So in my opinion, this is one of the best Z token packages out there. Of course, the damage boost you get from Minotaur, the Minotaur Mist item, is actually slightly better than this one, but this one, I would still say it's a very, very solid miscellaneous item, and I will put it in the S tier. Next up, we have Breakage Blade. Breakage Blade is something that you get for 20,000 Z token packages, and in my opinion, this is a complete waste of money. Okay, so for 20,000 Z token packages, this is quite a lackluster weapon. It's you can switch it between water and wind, and it does melee or magic damage, and it also comes with a powerful disease special attack. Okay, in my opinion, this is not worth 20,000 Z tokens for, so I'm going to have to put this probably in the C tier. Yep. Alright, next up we have Armory. This one comes with a 50,000 Z token package, and it comes with it's your standard really good wind set, and it comes with a very powerful wind skill. So this is actually good. I would say it's usable for most people. If you are looking for a good wind armor, or if you don't have a good wind set, then you can probably consider getting this. However, it is not at the very top tier in my opinion, so I will put this in the A tier. Okay, and Renounce Lance, it's a ranged wind weapon, one of the earliest token packages to come out, if I remember correctly. I know I got this package like very, very long ago, back when there weren't even that many choices yet, and back then the biggest package was only 20,000 Z tokens. Alright, so at Renounce Lance, it actually compresses the armor inside the weapon. You can click on the weapon to change into the I forgot what was the name of the armor itself, but anyways, the armor comes with a pretty powerful skill and pretty decent attacks as well as defenses. So the fact that this is a compression weapon makes it quite good, but I will still not put it in the S tier, simply because one, range weapon, I'm not sure what they classify this as. I think it's a spear or something. Okay, so you can't really use any or most of the emblems with it, or at least from my knowledge, not many people actually use spears. Not many rangers use spears. They mostly use bows, so there isn't that much synergy. And the weapon, the armor, sorry, even though it's pretty good, but it is not the top few wind armors inside the game. So but then the fact that this is a compression still makes it really good, so I will put it in the A tier. Next, Champion of Akrelov. This one is actually a clone of the, what armor do you call that? The Terrasu armor. The Champion of Terrasu armor is basically a clone of that, and you get a very powerful SP SP costing skill for you get very powerful nuking skill for very little SP. Yep, that's what I wanted to say. But this is basically a fire version of it. So I think this is actually really good. And this is quite an expensive package. It's 50,000 Z tokens. But I think it's worth the money if you don't have a good fire set inside of your inventory. And I'll put this in the S tier. Next up, Arcane Amplification Spell. Basically an intelligence boosting spell, and you should be using this in conjunction with Purple Rain, especially if you're a mage or an Annihilator hybrid. So I will put this in the S tier. Arctic Tornado, it's one of your burst spells and the highest damaging ice or wind spell inside the game. So this is one of the first few things that you must get as a mage or as an Annihilator hybrid leaning towards the mage side. So I will definitely put this as the S tier because this is the most powerful ice or wind spell inside the game in terms of pure damage. Buffalo's Beach Board, same as Arcane Amplification except strength. So for warriors, you want to get this instead of Arcane Amplification. Champion of Katsu Silva. Now this one, even though it's a champion set, it's a bit it doesn't have the same skill as your Akrilov and your Terrasu armor. What it does is it entangles your foe like for the entire battle or something like that. That's what its skill does. I'm not such a big fan of the skill, honestly speaking. I think it's still a decent set, but I prefer something that is pure damage and doesn't have all the fancy effects. So I'll probably put this as B tier. Okay, this might be a bit controversial, but this is my opinion. Okay, next one, Chili Pad. If you're just doing pure ice damage, then this is the best boosting pad that you should be getting. So I will actually put this in the S tier. No, actually not S tier. Okay, the fact that it's only limited to one form of damage, I'll put it in the A tier. But if you're using purely ice damage, then this will be S tier. Okay, Coco-Cannoneer. Okay, this one I'm not super familiar with. 6,000 Z tokens, and it will strike hard for wind damage. Or okay, so you can swap between fire or wind damage. No, it swaps by itself, so it's a auto toggle. Your toggle between fire and wind damage. Your elements seek between fire and wind, depending on which one is more powerful. Now, this is not the strongest fire pad inside of the game, neither is it the strongest wind pad inside of the game. But the fact that it is a freaking element seeking pad means it does have a little bit of use in that you can save one slot, but really apart from that, not that great. I'll put this at the C tier. Okay, Creation Burst spell, same as your Arctic Tornado, best earth and light spell inside the game. So definitely putting this in the S tier. Crystal Pyre set. Okay, Crystal Pyre set. Let's take a look at it. Where is Crystal Pyre set? Okay, give me a moment, guys. Trying to look for Crystal Pyre set. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay, this one, honestly, not such a big fan of this set. It's still decent, but really not that good. I'll put this as the B tier. None of these are the best for its elements, so I can't really justify putting it as A tier. So this is probably a B tier. Custom player face, completely aesthetics wise, serve no real purpose. So this is going to a D tier. Same for custom title, completely useless. In fact, I think custom title is probably F tier and not even D tier, because custom player face at least you can see inside the game. For title, you can only see on the character page. So if you don't go to your character page, the custom title is a completely worthless package. And yeah, basically I don't think you should get it at all, because unless you just have every other single package item in the game or just want it for bragging rights, I really see no point in getting it. Cyber Assassin armor. Now this one provides energy, darkness and wind resistance, and gives all of your attacks a small chance to paralyze your foes. It looks good on paper, but in reality the paralysis chance is really pretty darn low. So this one, nah, going to the C tier in my opinion. Cicero's Teleport Boost spell. This one you actually have two choices. One is the one whereby you get the burst one, which makes it the strongest water / energy spell in the game. The other one is just a regular water and energy seeking spell. It doesn't do damage to you, but at the same time don't do as much damage with the spell either. So this is definitely S tier. Dynasty Katana. This I think is the first ever Z token package item to be released. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And this one, it's basically a good water weapon and it can cause your foe to bleed Now, nowadays I think this weapon has really fallen off, so it's not that great. I'll put this in the C tier. Decimator armor, one of the earlier Z token packages as well. This is really one of the best items in my opinion. Not only is it on the O lean, which means you deal more damage but also take lesser damage, meaning it's essentially a 1.25 lean for you, but you're not taking the 1.25 times damage. I think you're only taking 0.8 damage with this armor, or regular 1.0 damage with this armor, so that makes it even better, the fact that it's on the O lean system. But on top of that, the best part about this is the skill. You have a Decimate skill, which costs quite a hefty amount of SP, but in exchange for that, you can reduce the enemy's endurance by up to 50, and it's really good for a finishing move to finish off whatever HP that your opponent still has. So in my opinion, this is actually an S tier item, and if you don't have a better darkness armor, then I would suggest you getting this. I'm still maining this as my darkness armor because I really like the skill. Next one, Demon Warrior armor. Okay, this one is a... Okay, so your normal attacks is nothing really special. You have it comes with a powerful dark nuking skill, but the nuking skill is not even that fantastic in my opinion. And honestly, this one, yeah, probably C tier as well. Not that great. So wouldn't really recommend getting it. Okay, next one, the Devouring Scythe. Where is Devouring Scythe here? Okay, you can transform it into a blade for melee attacks or a staff for magic attacks. So it switches between melee and magic. And you can unlock these weapons. Okay, so you can click on this. Okay, it's a compression weapon. It compresses armor inside of it and it transforms you into some I forgot manifestation of the Galleon's hatred. This one, the Galleon one, I think it is okay. It's not that bad honestly, but it's not that fantastic either. Will I put this in the same tier as Reno, or maybe slightly lower? This would be a A minus or B plus if there was a category for that. Yeah, okay, it compresses quite a lot of stuff, so I will actually put it in the A tier. Okay, maybe, yeah, okay, A tier for you. Alright, Doom Knight Armaments. Doom Knight. Let's see, Doom Knight comes with the 12,000 Z token package. Okay, when facing undead enemies, and it will this one will do massive melee or magic damage, as though the foe were weak to darkness. Doom Knight Shield provides great darkness resistance and will strike and provides a lashback effect to any foes that hit you. This one, if you're not fighting undead monsters, it has really limited use in my opinion. So I will put this in probably the C tier, yeah. Because anything apart from undead monsters, this is just a regular weapon. If you you can combine it with the Doom Knight, the Seppi form, and turn all your monsters undead, so this one will have really good synergy with that. But if your monster is not undead, then this is really just a C tier set of equipment. Okay, Dragon Rider mount. This one comes with the let's see here, Dragon Rider mount, 20,000 Z token package. You can ride the dragon for more damage or dismount to get a bit more defenses. I think there's a lot of better earth armors inside of the game. It's not bad by itself, but it's really outclassed by a whole bunch of other earth armors. Okay, so I will actually put this as the B tier. Dunamis pet. It's a booster pet and a must get for warriors. So this is a must have for any warrior in my opinion. If you want to go full warrior, then you definitely need this pet. This comes with a 20,000 Z token packages. 20,000 Z token package, and I'll put this in the S tier because it's a booster pet. Next up, Elator's set. This one comes with the 12,000 Z token package. Alright, you can switch between melee range or magic for the weapon. You can do energy or earth damage, and the shield can defend against energy or earth. Okay, so nothing really special, just a bunch of compression stuff. This one I would actually put it in B tier because it compresses quite a lot of good goodies inside of one weapon and one shield. But apart from that, it's really not that great. Okay, maybe this is a C tier. Yeah, I think this is a C tier. You really don't get anything other than a compression. Alright, El Muchacho. Right, this is one of the newer weapons that came to the game. This one, it comes with a 20,000 Z token package, and there are 5 different modes. You can stun the enemy, burn the enemy, give the enemy reduce BTH, do more damage, and I forgot what other goodies this one has. So this weapon actually compresses quite a lot of effects inside it, but would I say it's the best fire weapon in terms of damage? No, but the fact that it compresses so many things inside of one weapon, I think it's pretty good because you really get a lot of utility and usage out of just one weapon slot alone. So for this, I'm actually going to put it in the A tier. Okay, you can use it both offensively, defensively, or even for utility purposes. Like if you're an effects player, you like to play with all sorts of different effects, then you can definitely use this weapon as well. Flavio's Pet. Now this one, you can switch it between either doing fire damage or controlling your foe. You get a free option in Keyode, but Keyode isn't always available. That being said, the fact that there is a free option makes this completely worthless in my opinion. But by itself, I think it's still pretty good if you don't put Keyode into the equation. But I don't think you should be buying this because there is Keyode. So I'm going to put this as the C tier. Because during occasions where you don't have Keyode, then you can maybe consider getting this if you're in a rush to get a good fire pet. But honestly, wouldn't recommend getting it because there's a free option out there. Alright, next one. Your Frostwalker's Bow and Hoods is basically just a cosmetic phase. And then the bow, it counts as a Frost Guild set weapon. I think the bow isn't that fantastic, so I'm going to put this as the C tier. Okay. Gambler's Blade, next one. Another fancy weapon with a lot of effects. This one is slightly worse than El Muchacho, in fact quite a lot worse. From what I remember, the effects aren't that great, so I'm actually going to put this inside of the C tier. And there's just so many better light weapons out there, so really Gambler's Blade sort of falls off here. Grave Rider Mount Armor, one of the best ice armors inside of the game for just regular attacking and regular pure damage alone. So you can lock it to ice element and it will do quite a lot of damage. Okay, and this is basically just a clone of Griffin Rider armor, which means if you mount or dismount, I forgot. Okay, you can dismount it and then it will lock its element to ice, and for Griffin Rider it locks its element to wind, and it will make you deal quite a lot of increased damage. So Grave Rider Mount, I would actually put this as A tier, not S, because there are some pretty good ice armors in the game as well, so it's not a must get. Okay, Griffin Rider, I'll actually put it as S tier because you don't have as many good wind armors as compared to ice armor. So when looking at the packages, I'm not just looking at it themselves, I'm also looking at the other stuff that's available to you inside the game. Probably why Flavio's is a C as well. Okay, Griffin Pack. What does Griffin Pack do? Okay, it can unleash powerful strikes and has a gust attack which can blind your foe. So regular attack and an attack that can blind. This one quite a horrible pet. You have Cephalopod which does water damage and can blind your foe as well. So Griffin Pack, honestly, it's a C. Okay, for me at least. And then this one, the good gut scales. I don't know how do you even pronounce it. Good Brand and Good Scalds. Good Scalders armor and shield and weapon. Okay, forged by Frost Giants, the Good Brand Icy Blade can numb your foes with the Chill of the North and will numb them longer when using the Good Scalders shield. Okay, not a big fan of the effect. If you like playing with effects, you can consider getting this, but I think there are way better ice weapons out there, so this is going to be a C. Okay, Hatred of Akrilov. This weapon I haven't really heard much of either. Let's see what it does here. Hatred of Akrilov. Okay, you can switch between melee and magic, and can use it to manifest the wrath of Akrilov around you. I think it compresses the armor inside here as well, the Akrilov armor. So because it's a compression weapon, I'm going to put this as A tier. Okay, it's essentially a clone of Terrasu. It's essentially a clone of Horn of Terrasu and its armor as well. So both of them belong together. In my opinion, they are pretty decent armors in their own right for respective ice and fire element. And the fact that they can compress it into a weapon, and the weapon being toggleable between melee and magic, makes this A tier. But again, the armor and the weapon isn't the best, the absolute best for its own class, so I would not put it in the S tier. Hydro Blade Shield, it's a good it's a good fire and water compression shield, but other than that, it doesn't offer anything special. So if you're looking for a fire and a water compression shield, then you can get this. This one I'm considering putting in between C and B. I don't know if this should be C or this should be B. Okay, there are good water shields out there and there are also good fire shields out there, but compression wise, I don't think there's a good fire and water shield. I'll put this as a B minus, or C plus, but yeah, you know what? I think there are just better fire and water shields in the game nowadays. So this is going to have to be a C tier for me. Next one, Bloom, Maul, and what do you call this again? Iron Bloom, Maul, and Shield. Okay, this one, the shot from the hammer can dull your foe's ability to defend against attacks, and the shield can cause you to take less damage from foes with lower defenses. I think this is pretty good and it's quite underrated. Okay, there are better free-to-play weapons out there as well and shields, but I think it's still pretty good. I will actually put this as B tier based on its effect alone, because I'm quite a fan of the effects. Okay, King's Reign set. This one comes with your 50,000 Z token package and has a chance to give you celerity apparently, and you can burn them with the shield when they attack you, so some backlash inside it as well. This one, honestly, I think it's a B. It's not that good. Maybe even a C, because celerity, you might as well use Shadow Feeder Pendant, right? Shadow Feeder Pendant, your Love Potion, all of that good stuff. This isn't even guaranteed celerity. It's good to have once in a while, but you know, not really that fantastic. So I'll actually put this as C tier. I'm not a big fan of it. Next one, Laser Blazer Armor. This one I've actually never seen anyone covering it before. Okay, I don't know if anyone even bought it. I think this is it's quite a fun armor. Okay, let me find it. Where is what package does it come with? Okay, it comes with a 6,000 C token package. Okay, this one is quite a fun little interactive armor. I think the AQ staff are trying to be creative with this. If you click on it correctly, and then you get a better defense and you get fire lasers or something as well. So this is a creative little thing that AQ staff tried to did, but the effect is pretty lackluster. So unfortunately, unless you're a fan of the effect, then if not, this is going to the C tier. Okay, Light Realm Armory. Okay, this one same as the Champion of Terrasu armor, really, and the Champion of Akrilov armor. Okay, very very powerful nuking skill for quite a cheap cost. So this is going to the S tier. Luminous Fire Rooster Pet. Okay, this one I think element 6 between fire and light. Either element 6 or you can toggle between fire and light. This one C tier definitely. Nothing fantastic other than that. Next one, Mace of Casto Silva. Okay, the mace, what does this do? Let's see here. Mace. What do you do? Okay. Here, assault between melee and magic damage. Or click the head of the mace to... Okay, so this one another compression weapon. So it's essentially the same as these other two right here, Earth. And I may rank this higher because... no, actually no, I won't. Because you still have your Terra Bloodsucker armor up there. So I can't put this in the S tier, right? Next one, your Megatherial Axe and Shield. This one is actually based off the newest God of War game, so for those of you guys who play God of War, you guys will know that this is based on that. The weapon can swap between melee and magic damage, or you can actually swap it to a range damage as well. And it will enrage as you defeat foes with it, dealing greater damage. The shield can unleash a power that debilitates your foe, weakening the damage they deal. Quite similar to Iron Bloom, Maul, and Shield, but the fact that you can swap between so many different modes for this weapon, I think is slightly better than Iron Bloom, Maul, and Shield. Just very slightly, so I will put this as A, even though it's quite underrated. Okay. Necrogon set. Wow. This one, another very very good set. Not only is the artwork absolutely fantastic. Okay. Another thing I'd like to point out is the artwork plays no part in this tier list at all. Okay. I just want to point this out for in case some of you guys thinking that I'm putting some stuff here and there because of the artwork. No, the artwork doesn't play any part in this tier list. So this tier list is a completely practical one, okay? Necrogon set, very powerful. You have a nuking skill and you have a skill that you can use to boost your damage as well. And the weapon you can swap between melee and range damage. I'm not sure if you can swap between magic damage as well, I can't remember. And you can give off a necrotic aura that can reduce the damage of incoming attacks. So need I even say more? This armor has basically almost everything, and it's one of the best darkness armors inside the game. Definitely S tier. 9 mass, okay. I don't get what the hype is with this weapon. A lot of people got this weapon for some weird reason, but it's just your standard 0 proc weapon that you can swap between ice and darkness. I guess maybe it's because of the artwork. It does have pretty good looking artwork, but practical effect wise it's not that great. I'm going to give this a C. Okay, Paramount Sword and Shield. Next one, Paramount Sword and Shield. What package does it come with? Come on, where are you? Paramount Sword and Shield, Paramount Sword and Shield. Oof, where is it? I can't find it. Wait, what? I'm not seeing this. Guys, where is Paramount Sword and Shield? For those of you guys who don't know, I actually have the purchase Z tokens page brought up on my second screen, so I actually know what each of these things does. Okay, oh, so it's in the 12,000 Z token package. Alright, so you can swap between water and wind and can deliver a powerful status effect during its special attack when used with the Paramount Shield. This one, man, not a fan, honestly. Status effect. Those of you who like to play status effects, you're going to disagree with me, but the fact that you need the shield for it to function as well is really quite a turn off. So nope. Plague Pick. Alright, this one, I believe it's another compression weapon, right? Yep, you can swap between melee range and magic, and you can transform into the Seed Rex Suffering armor as well. So this one would be the same as your Renounce Lance, Devouring Scythe and all of that stuff. So it will go here. Ramsey Pet, okay, basically a fire clone of your Chili Pet. It's fantastic if you're doing fire damage only. In fact, the best booster pet you can get if you're doing pure fire damage, but anything other than fire damage is sort of falls off, so I can't give it an S tier, so this will be A tier. Royal Wedding Cake. This one is a pet that comes with a lot of effects, and actually I'm quite a big fan of this pet. Okay, you have damage, you have healing, you have status, and I don't know what else this pet comes with. Basically a whole bunch of effects. So for Beastmasters, this is actually one of the best light pets inside the game. One of the better ones. I wouldn't say best, but really one of the better light pets inside the game. So I'll put this as A tier. Sacred Chicken Pet is a wind pet that can deal damage or heal. Okay, this one, we don't have that many fantastic wind pets inside the game. There are a few. I know the Vayu's Peak is one. What else is a good one? The Fenrir Pet is one, but that's rare. So yeah, apart from those two, I can't really think of any other. You have your Experimental Robo Cockatrice. That's another one, though it's mostly dealing earth damage. I forgot if it element 6, I think it does. But yeah, healing and wind damage in one. I'll put this as the B tier, okay? Scythe of Restil, next one. Scythe of Restil, you can swap between melee range magic and you can transform into the Restil armor, okay? Again, same tier as all the other transforming compression weapons right here. I'm seeing a pattern here because I am, and it looks like the stuff is basically just, you know, doing the same thing over and over again, but you know, it's all the artworks are unique, so I do quite appreciate that at least. Okay, Searing Brand. Next one, where is Searing Brand? Let me check. Searing Brand, where are you? Okay, 7,500 Z token package. This one you can swap between fire and energy, and yeah, that's about it basically. So C tier, not that fantastic. Shogun and Natsu Guest, one of the best pets inside of the game. It does cost gold, But then apart from that, you can use both fire and wind inside one pack, and they deal the most amount of damage. So this one for Beastmasters S tier, and even for non-Beastmasters, it deals a crazy amount of damage. So definitely S tier for this. Maul or Sin Maul, okay. This one, it's a powerful energy weapon that can shift between melee and magic, and it also compresses a armor inside of it. So this one again, another armor compression weapon. This will go here. Spirit of Rejuvenation and Spirit of Summer. You get a boost for a certain month when you fight monsters. Like I believe it's just a gold boost. You get extra 10% gold boost, and you get extra endurance from it. But apart from that, you get a 25% boost during different months. Honestly, I don't know why the staff wants to release this item. I think they are sort of out of ideas. Like they are trying to release one for every single month. But I think this is absolute garbage because it just speeds up your farming. It doesn't give any practical boost inside of combat. So unfortunately, this is going to go here. Yeah. Starter pack. Starter pack, complete trash stuff inside. Even if you're a free-to-play player, you can earn enough gold quite easily, as seen from my Let's Play AQ character, that you don't really need any of the stuff inside there. The only good stuff that is probably inside is maybe the Lieutenant Lost Shield and Launcher Pop pad. Yeah. Other than that, the rest of the stuff is really lackluster. So because of Lieutenant Lost Shield and Launcher Pop pad, I'm going to put this in C. If not for those two items, this will probably be a D. Yeah, this is a huge C minus. So don't get this even if you're low level. That would be my recommendation. Next up, Synaptic Shock Spell. This one is... what does this do again? Synaptic Shock. I believe it's just your standard element seeking spell. Nothing really too special there. Let me double check one more time. Ooh, you can deal energy damage, or you can form a construct, or it serves double purpose. You can summon a gas, or you can deal lightning damage. This one, still not a big fan of it. I think there are better spells out there, probably better energy gas summoning spells out there as well. So this is going to be a C, probably a C plus because it's a compression, but you know, I think it's not really that great. Terrasul Armory, the OG one. This one goes to S, okay, same as Champion of Akrilov and Light Realm Armory, the first of its kind to come out. Very powerful nuking skill for very little SP cost. So this one definitely S tier. Thunder pad, same as your Dunamis pad. This one is S tier, but for rangers. Timekeeper staff, this one is something that just gives you a chance of having celerity on your attack with this weapon. Not that great because of its inconsistency. So I would say this is probably a C. You do get a lot of better light weapons out there. So yeah, big no. Tinkerer Armor. It's still one of the best armors today. In my opinion, it compresses both energy and fire. It's a fully offensive armor, and it comes with 2 skills, 1 fire skill and 1 energy nuking skill. So all in all, it's a double compression, so that's what makes it so powerful. And if you don't have a better fire energy armor out there, then definitely get this. I think it's still a very good armor today. And honestly, if given a choice, I would probably put this in my inventory as well. Okay, on top of that, the artwork looks really good too. But you know, I prefer nuking with my spells rather than with skills. But if you're the one that likes to nuke with skills, then go for the Tinkerer Armor. I think it's amazing. Next one, Titan's Tide. This is a newer item. I haven't really seen anybody cover this weapon as well. Not that I know of. Okay, where is it? Titan's Tide. Come on, Titan's Tide. Where is the Titan's Tide weapon? What does it? Oh, 6,000 Z token package. If it connects, it will make the next strike even stronger. So it gets more powerful for each connection, similar to the Sea Titan. And it can leave your foes reeling. This one, I think it's a really good water weapon. Are there any good water weapons out there? Yeah, there's the Hydromancer Blood Blade, which I'm currently using. And there's the Serrated Sacragon Spur for free-to-play players. But I think it's still very good for its effects, so I'll actually put this in the B tier. Next one, Tribal Shaman Armor. Tribal Shaman Armor is one of the better armors out there. Again, it comes with 3 different skills. That's what makes it so good. You can inflict fear on your foe, you can increase your accuracy, you can increase your damage as well, and it also compresses both earth and fire inside of one armor. So I think this is very good, but it's sort of outclassed by the other armors nowadays. So this is probably a S- or A+, but for now I'm going to put it as A. Okay, next one, Volcanic Lightning Spell. This one, just a regular fire energy seeking spell, element seeking spell. Pretty crap, so I'm going to put it as C. War Totem. Alright, this one, you can drain mana from your foe, okay? Not that fantastic, so probably a C as well. Arsenal of Wukong, okay, because this gets completely outclassed by your Warwick's Oblivion Orb. Arsenal of Wukong, next one, where is it? Okay, it's fire weapons and includes 3 different weapons. Okay, it's not a compression weapon, so yeah, this is pretty trashy as well. I'm gonna put this as C. Zealot Arsenal, the best light weapon inside the game, hands down. So, and this is also a very, very cheap Z token package. In fact, you can get it for 2,500 Z token package only, and it deals enhanced lucky strike damage. So on top of that, you can also swap between melee range and magic. So this is definitely S tier. For the price, you're getting the best light weapon inside the game. Doesn't matter your warrior, ranger, or mage, all of them can use this weapon because it's toggleable between all 3 forms. So definitely get this. Is one of the first pickups I will do if you're planning to start spending inside the game, because it's the cheapest package out there and probably one of the best items you can get for the S tier list. Next one, Scarred Crow Armor, almost nearing the end. Scarred Crow Armor, you can summon a crow to strike for wind damage and blind your foe. Again, not such a big fan, probably going to C for this one. Sinmore Armory. Okay, it comes with the shield weapon, which can swap. The weapon can switch between melee range and magic, and you can gain additional BTH as the battle goes on. The shield defends against energy and water, and the armor comes with a skill that can use to paralyze your foe. This one, I will put it as thinking A or B. Paralysis is pretty good. I would say it's better than Entanglement, so I'll put it as A. Yeah, Paralysis is better than Entanglement in my opinion, so I'll put it as A. Next one, this is one of the newest spells out there. I can't really pronounce this. What is it called? The Una Poca di Gracia spell. Okay, this one is basically your charisma version of your arcane amplification and your Buffalo's Beachboard. So Beastmasters, you want to get this as a boost. And last but not least, the newest package to come to the game, the Paladin Avenger gear. It comes with 4 helms, which is completely cosmetic, doesn't do anything, and the 3-in-1 Paladin Avengers Maul, which can switch between melee range and magic. And whenever you fight an undead monster, you gain a charge, and using those charges, you can boost your light damage by 25% for up to 4 turns. So actually, I think this is a really good light weapon. It's probably not as good as Zealot Arsenal in my opinion, but the fact that you get the helms as well, and the fact that this is also 2,500 Z tokens only, I'll place this as A+ or S-. Okay, but I don't think it's better than Zealot Arsenal, because you have to farm some undead monsters before this becomes useful. So I actually put this as A and not S. And that is it. All of the Z token packages rank from S tier to D tier as of 4th June 2020. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this super long video, and I hope this video has also helped you guys to decide on which of the Z token packages that you want to buy. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel for more such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Peace out.